concept or a mock trailer, and it was basically just to stake our claim, call dibs on the idea, and just because I thought it was funny and it was worth exploring, it just got really bright. So we didn't really have a feature planned when we did that, but we put it up online and we got some good feedback, and it got put on the Hard Times News. It's like the Onion for punk rock, if you get those references. So that inspired us to do a Kickstarter campaign, and then put the rest on credit cards and get this thing.
So I guess would you be able to, I guess both of you even, share a little bit of your background into the punk scene, and like where the idea came from? Was it based on any like specific experience, or like or yeah, it looks like you got something.
If you guys have another hour, I can. But no, my background is more the punk rock and hardcore stuff. But I never considered myself straight edge. I don't even think I knew what that was when I didn't, drink alcohol or anything. But I didn't do anything like that for years. And I have a lot of friends who've been straight edge their whole lives, and a lot of them have broken edge. And it's really interesting. Stopped being a part of it. If you don't know what that means, I'm sorry. But they stopped being a part of it, and it was really interesting to see them go through that transition and have a lot of fear and anxiety about how people viewed them. But the whole idea really came up because there's a group of people called FSU, Friends Stand United, and they are militant straight edgers. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. They'll punch cigarettes out of people's mouths on the street and things like that, which I think is hilarious. But they accidentally killed a guy. They beat up this guy, and he wound up dying. And I just thought, okay, so what if they had a reason to kill people? And that's really where the whole idea came from. And whatever happens up in this weird head that I have, of course.
And I guess we could talk a little bit. We'll wrap these guys in a little bit, because I'm interested in how you collected this band of actors, and maybe they have some stories to share as well. Maybe I'll go down the line over here. Absolutely. So, you got anything to say about how you joined up?
Where are you going?
Oh,
Let me walk over here. I'm not a professional at this. You just casted me. There's a casting website that I decided to apply on, and next thing I know, I get an email, or a message from this gentleman here asking if I would like to audition. So I said, heck yes. And it was a Skype audition, and it was kind of cool because I was in the middle of watching The Office when this guy decided to call me. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do this audition really quick. And then bing, bang, boom, they called me like a month later. Well, let's just say that I had zero acting experience. I had no idea what the hell I was doing, not gonna lie. So for my audition, I pretty much did a Negan impression. He was my inspiration for the role. And yeah, as soon as I read the script and I read the audition piece, I really saw the character in that. So I decided to get after it, and I lucked out, and I got lucky, and I did whatever. I did something up there. I just did what I did. I don't know what I'm doing.
How about you, Evan? Yeah. Come on down.
Oh, thank you. Hi. I also applied and auditioned in Chicago, and I met Shelby and Jason in an empty theater, and did my audition, and basically they said, hey, do you want to come live in Indiana for a week? And I said, oh boy, do I. Kind of had this is my first, I've done film projects before, but I'm really a theater actor, and this was my first feature-length movie, and decided to take a chance, and they took a chance on me, and it's been a real joy.
Okay, so for me, before I ever started acting, I played in a punk hardcore band. Actually, the bassist is back there in the fourth row somewhere. But no, so when I saw the casting go up, I was like, oh man, this is perfect. I've been through this, not arrows getting shot in the head and stuff like that. That didn't happen in any shows I was a part of. But no, emailed them, and we did some auditions, and it worked out well because I'm doing these scenes like at the house shows and stuff. I'm like, man, I already lived this. So it was pretty cool to like go back in time and go through that again, but on film.
Yeah.
So that's my story. Yeah.
Very cool. Anyone on the call? So I know with every independent film, the process is different due to time, resources, things like that. I'll send it over to Jason. Were you able to do any sort of rehearsal process with these guys? Like, was there any, or did you just kind of have to dive right into it?
A little bit of both. So we did do a read through, but I knew that we weren't, especially because Corey was from afar. He's a little bit further away from everybody else, Missouri. Okay. So I knew that we couldn't really do an intensive rehearsal process. So we did a read through, but most of it was just me kind of talking to them individually. And I made this thing. We call it a mixtape. I don't know what you really call it, but I basically combined a whole bunch of scenes from movies that I thought would channel